Welcome back to Lash Cast.
Hey, guys, we're here. We're excited. And the crowd's excited too.
No, I had to be the first one to say it.
You had to jump in before me.
I did.
saw that. I was looking at the countdown. I was like,
know.
waiting
Did
for
you
you.
see the surprise?
Yeah, so anyhow, very cool, guys. Whoop, I gotta stop the cheering. Okay, cheering's over. Everyone's excited. We're glad to be back here with you towards the end of the year. And we're going to be talking about, well, something that I think maybe, hopefully not all of you are dealing with, but some of you. And that is maybe things are slow for you in January. Maybe this is not the month that a lot of money comes in, because December is the big month.
Yeah, typically it's not. Typically it's slower. You know, people are broke and they're taking a break, and it's just not as in demand. You'll always have your ride or die, right? But
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do when it's a little bit depressed?
Yeah, when January for us, at least traditionally, most of our younger years for sure, January was a month where we didn't do anything. We literally just stayed home, didn't go out, didn't spend any money because, yeah, Christmas was expensive and we spent all our money on our kids. Now they're older and we don't buy them anything. So it's a little easier for us. But that said,
That is not true.
we do. We do. We just don't. We don't go overboard. They're older. They're grown-ups now. They don't need
They buy their own presents.
Yeah, they don't need 10,000 gifts anymore. But that said, we do want to talk about how to deal with January. Now, some of you may look forward to January because maybe you're fully booked all year. January's maybe just a tad bit slower, which is a nice relief after working really hard during the holidays. So we'll talk about that too. But for those of you who are maybe a little newer, or maybe you're experiencing what a lot of people have seen in 2024 is a down year, and you're afraid that January is going to suck. Well, we can do some things. We can talk about some things that you can hopefully try to do to fix that. So, you ready to
I am
get
ready.
into it?
I am ready to go.
All right, cool. Let's get at it. So, right now, I think really the first thing you really need to do, there's two things here. Referral program is what I'm going to say. If you don't have a referral program, this is the month you're going to set up your referral program. This is the month we're going to take the time to think out what type of kickbacks you're going to give your clients. Are you going to give them basically, after 5 appointments, you get a free appointment? Are you going to give them free add-ons? You're going to give them dollars, or I know we had our software with MindBody, or actually it was Booker. We could give them points. So that means for every new client or referral, they would get like 20 points or something like that, which would, after about 5 or 6 appointments, would be a free appointment that they could cash that in for. So you can, in fact, I would look, if you have never looked at it, you should go look at your software that you have right now. Go see what it says or what type of deals or programs. If you have no idea, you're like, I don't know anything about this, I'm not really techie, that's okay. I can assure you there's people in that company you can go online and you can get help from a tech person who can walk you through how to set that up. Because if you don't have that in your system and it's not automated, it's going to be really hard to do. You can do manual. You can do the old, like a business card where you just have a card and they punch it and all that.
Okay, I'm gonna weave a tale. I'm gonna tell you guys the story about what we did in the olden days. Okay. This is the olden days. So there is no Yelp. There is no Instagram. There is maybe there's MySpace. Maybe.
There's, I think, horse and buggies were big then.
Yeah. Okay. So there were no booking software. Well, maybe there was booking software.
There was booking software. What are we talking about? You weren't
I'm
in the
talking,
70s.
No, I'm talking about 2006.
Okay.
2006. So I didn't have booking software. I used pen and paper is what I did.
Yeah.
And for referral program, what I did is I charged $75 for a fill. And if somebody referred somebody to me, I would just give them $20 off. So when, Sharon came in, they said, I sent my friend Janice in. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, so you get $20 off. I just subtract it from our total. So you don't have to have like booking software and all that stuff. I mean, everybody now does, but I'm just saying that. For
Tessa's sake, they're saying just don't do anything technical and she'll be happy. So.
No, I'm just trying to say you can do it. I mean, I don't want it to be. I want you to start implementing this right away. I don't want you to think, oh, I'll have to do that later when I have time to research it, when I have time to like implement the software and like make a coupon or a punch card or all that stuff. You don't have to do that. You can just say, hey, When you refer somebody to me, I'm going to give you $50 off, $20, whatever it is.
Keep it simple. I mean, right now the goal is to get busy, right? So I know what happens when you look at your list and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. That's software. I have to, like you said, create the cards, whatever it is. It's more work and it's going to slow you down and maybe make you not do it, or you'll wait too late till it's passed, right? So the best thing to do, like for us, is shoot, ready, aim. Just get the job done. Don't worry about the details. If it's not perfect, it's okay. Perfection is the enemy of process or progress. So don't let that get in your way. Just do it. Like you said, it can just be a verbal thing. You tell your client, hey, you get $20 off your referral. And how did you do it, Tess? Tell them, how did you ask for referrals? Because some of you don't. In fact, a lot of you don't ask for referrals because you just feel like, oh, I don't know.
You don't want to be salesy. You don't want to be like, hey, can you give me something? You don't want to feel like needy. You don't want to be unprofessional. The best way to do it is when they're happy. You give them the mirror. They're looking in their eyes. They're seeing themselves radiantly beautiful. And this is the moment. This is the moment that you pounce. And they're looking at their selves and they're like, yeah. It's like they'll grant you anything, right? So you say, hey, if you're really happy with your lashes, I would love a referral. I would love an online review. If you want it, that's when you tell them.
Yeah. No, I think it's really easy, guys. It's not threatening. And by the way, if your clients like you, they're going to be happy to do this. You don't have to be like, oh, they're going to hate me. They love you. They come to you all the time. They pay you money. So you asking for referrals is not a inconvenience. It's not unprofessional. It's not weird. Everywhere I go, I've so many places I've been to that ask for referrals. It's normal. It's acceptable, especially when they're really a fan. So don't get that out of your head that somehow it's not cool or it's going to feel awkward. It's not. It's only awkward because you think it's awkward, not because the client
Just
thinks
say,
so.
I'm looking for referrals. If you have, I need more people like you. That's okay to say that. I need more people like you. If you have people that love your lashes, the ones that you've been, admiring them for some time, tell them to come in because I could really use the referrals.
Yeah. So that's one. So you need to set one up if you don't have one. And that may take a little bit of time, not a lot. You can do it I'm sure if you use the software, you can set up with an hour probably figuring out your own or talking to someone from tech support. Or you can just decide, every person I'm asked today, and I'll just tell them to get $20 off the next point for a referral. And then if you have 100 clients, it's better to come with some system.
So what do you do in the case where the client comes in and two people, mutual friends, say that they both sent her?
Yeah, what do you do?
What do? You give them both the credit, okay? Yeah. Because we're on the people-pleasing business. You find ways to say yes. And if you don't want this to become an adversarial relationship with your client. You'll be like, oh, so-and-so got the credit already, so sorry. You don't want her to stop talking about you. And if you give her a reason to be like, well, that wasn't that fair. Why am I going to refer her again? Honor it. Yeah. Reward that behavior.
It's always about taking care of the client. And even if you have a small time loss, like, oh, I'm going to lose another $20. Guys, really think about the bigger picture. For every new client, let's say they come to you every year. For a whole year, that new client comes to you, anything from 12 to 20 times, and they're paying $100, $150 or whatever, $75 to like $150 per appointment. Do you think losing $20 to gain that would be worth it? Absolutely. It's like nothing. That's like $20. I bet you all of us would trade in $20 to make like $1,500 any day. Like, oh, give me 15. I don't want to lose that 20.
Okay, I